Greetings of the day. My name is Megha Gupta, an assistant professor from Babu Banarsi Das University. Today I'll be taking a lecture on maintenance in Hindu law. Maintenance has been covered under CRPC as well as Hindu law provisions. And to begin with, we'll start with CRPC. Maintenance under CRPC is of secular in nature and doesn't restrict itself to any particular religion or faith. The law of maintenance is given under section 125 to 128 of the CRPC. Under this section, maintenance can be claimed by the wife, children and parents, and it provides for a speedy and effective remedy rather than an inexpensive one. According to explanation B of section 125, the term wife includes a woman who has been divorced by or has obtained divorce from her husband and has not remarried. So the provision for maintenance under this section extend to a divorced wife also and not only to a married wife. This law, though secular, is gender specific in one aspect. Maintenance under this law can only be claimed by the wife and not by the husband. The interpretation of the word wife also needs to be looked into. The Supreme Court in the judgment of S. Bhatia versus State of Gujarat stated that the wife appearing in section 125 clause 1 means only a legally wedded wife. But in the recent judgments of D. Veluswamy versus D. Pachatayammal, the Supreme Court ruled that in cases where the woman who was in a marriage-like relationship will thought to not be considered to be a legal wife under section 125 but can still claim maintenance under the Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act 2005. Apart from CRPC, various acts under Hindu personal law also deal with maintenance. Section 18 of the Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act provides for maintenance of the wife by the husband. For the purposes of this section, the term wife does not include a divorced wife. This section only applies to a married wife. The husband is obliged to maintain her during her lifetime, and even if she is living separately from him, if such a separation is justified. This section is also gender specific in nature. Section 25 of the Hindu Marriage Act, it states that on a different footing. Under section 25, either the husband or the wife can claim maintenance. Either of the parties can apply to the court for maintenance, and it is not limited only to the wife, though the parameters for deciding whether a person will receive maintenance or not is gender specific. According to the case of Kanchan versus Kamalendra, it was held that the husband is only entitled to get maintenance from his wife if he is physically or mentally incapable of having an independent income. In the case of Manokaran versus Devaki, the wife is entitled to maintenance if at any point during the proceeding it is seen that she does not have any sufficient income of her own. Also, in the case of Chitra versus Dharuba, it was decided that the maintenance does not only mean to provide for bare existence, but rather it means that the claimant must also be in equal level of comfort as the other spouse. So, therefore, the quantum of maintenance must also be fixed accordingly. In the case of Ramesh Chandra Daga versus Rameshwari Daga, it was held that the expression at the time of passing any decree encompasses all decrees passed under section 9 to 13 of the Hindu Marriage Act. Therefore, the court can award maintenance at the time of passing of any type of decree resulting in the breach of marriage. In the case of Badshah versus Urmila, it was held that even the second wife is entitled to maintenance under section 125 of CRPC under certain circumstances. Even if a man and women are living together for a long time, even though there is no valid marriage, she is entitled to maintenance if a misrepresentation was made to the second wife that the man is single and competent to enter into a marriage, and if the woman was unaware at the time of marriage that he has a living spouse, then the second wife is entitled to maintenance. In the case of Mallika versus P. Kulandi, it was held that in case the husband misrepresented his first wife's death, then the second wife would have the right to maintenance.